control. We're living in a communist country right now. Illegal immigration. And that's, if you want to see kind of the results, I mentioned, look back at Europe. Look at Europe. They've been doing the open borders thing and having mass migration. They call it mass migration, allowing to come into the UK, England, all these different countries over there for a while now, much longer than we have. Much longer than we have been aware of. And you can see what's happening over there. The things in the streets, the fighting, the protests, the trafficking, the raping of children, from these. And it's not exclusive to Muslim, but these Muslim Sharia law people, they don't want to. There's huge rape gangs, they call them. Look at Tommy Robinson's stuff from the UK. He's exposed a lot of that stuff. And it's happening all over. And then now we see it happening here. It's starting to happen. We've heard the stories and seen the stuff about Aurora, Colorado, and any of the videos of the gangs going there with guns and just taking over people's apartments, the whole apartment buildings. It was huge. At the debate, Trump said they're eating the pets. The Haitians are eating the pets in Springfield, Ohio. And then the stupid fact checker asshat there, David Muir, the city manager at Springfield says that that's not happening. And now the meme world went crazy. I mean, almost every other video or meme that I see on TikTok or X has got cats and and camel gear, all geared up, tactical stuff, guns and stuff. We're getting ready to go ahead in Springfield. There's videos of people actually doing that stuff. The gal getting arrested for carving up a cat. This is the stuff that we're dealing with, and they get a slap on the wrist. They don't get arrested. But yet over in the UK, the censorship is super hard. You can put a Facebook post out there. They'll come and try to arrest you and throw you in jail. There's guys actually in jail right now in the UK for posting on Facebook. Because the thought police, they didn't like what they were saying or whatever. That's coming here. It's under the radar right now. But Google runs all the Google searches. They're all fixed. They're all rigged. You're not seeing all the information. So that's why we suggest using other browser type stuff to get around. Yandex, Yandex, is a good one. It's Russian based. And just do a Google search on, pick anything, any particular subject, do a Google search and do a same search on Yandex, you're going to see completely different results on Yandex. Even Brave, the browser is way better than Google or Chrome. So you can try to get more information. So the censorship, the illegal immigration. I'm not against people coming to the country. There's just a way to do it, right? We are a country of people who come here from other places, and they came here the proper way. And if they want to change the system, they can change the system. That's the funny thing, is these asshat politicians, they don't want to change it. It's every 4 years they come screaming about we need to fix the broken immigration system to get everybody all jazzed up. They're going to do something. I know my own name. And I'm sure you guys can concur, is the fact that since, just pick a year, 2000, both parties have had control of the levers of power, House of Representatives, Senate, and or the White House, or all three at the same time. And what legislation did they pass to fix the immigration system? Squadoosh. Nothing. Zero. Nada. They don't want to fix it. All the bills that they put out there, it's insane. It's a broken system. Our current system of government, as it stands right now, is irredeemable. We're not going to vote somebody in, and they're not going to come in, get Trump back in the White House and wake up the next day, flip a switch, and everything's going to be puppy dogs and rainbows. It's just not reality. We got a lot of work to do, and work entails us coming together, right? There's trafficking. We got to be really bold and plain about this stuff. That's the dark underbelly that nobody wants to talk about, right? Nobody wants to talk about the fact that right now, as we're sitting here talking, there are children being raped. Children being raped, murdered, right now. tens of thousands of them all over the country right this very second as we're sitting here in an air-conditioned hotel. They're getting, you know, raped and murdered. And that's, the trafficking is huge. I mean, these guys, these cartels, they used to be the drugs. You know, they used to, all the money to make off the drugs, they figured out you can sell a drug one time, right? But you can sell a child or a person multiple times in a day. It's over $1 trillion that the trafficking alone. Just recently, the Department of Human Smuggling, I mean, the Department of Homeland Security. It's true. Our government is the biggest, largest trafficker on the planet. Somebody did a report. The Inspector General did a report. They lost 300,000 kids. Oh, gotcha. Perfect. 300,000 kids. Can't find them. Don't know where they are. They came across the border unaccompanied minors. There's been whistleblowers that come out. This one whistleblower said it's easier to get a child from DHS than it is to go to your local humane society and get a cat or a dog. They're sending these kids into homes, sponsors they call them, you know, foster care, whatever. They're not vetted. They don't know who the fork these people are. Most of them are probably lifelong generational traffickers. You know, pedophiles, people that use children. Then once they use them up physically, once they're no longer useful, right, they broke them all up, then they harvest their organs. Over 800,000 kids a year are missing in the United States, 8 million around the world a year. Just disappear. Unless, you know, that's probably the most thing that gets me the most fired up, pissed off. I lose my love bubble when I think about trafficking. It's crazy. And then election manipulation, of course, you know, we all know what's going on with that. We still haven't fixed 2020. And so 2020, we know was stolen. And then since then, even on the Republican side, the Democrats are fighting it tooth and nail. The buzzword in the conservative movement is election integrity. We've got to do election integrity, election integrity, election integrity. They haven't done fuck all. They some token stuff. Some governors remove a few thousand people off of their voter rolls that are illegals, but we're still using 2024 is just over a month away, right? A little more than a month away. It's 5 weeks, 6 weeks. We're still using the machines. They're still likely connected to the internet or some network somehow. They got the bogus algorithms, right? They give the candidate they do not want to win gets like 0.9 votes. The one they want to win gets 1.1 votes. So that's why you always see it's 49-51. It's close. It's going to be a close race. Polling is bullshit. We all know that. They told us, you know, back Hillary was a shoo-in in 2016. There's no way that she could lose. The polling says that. You can't trust polling. It's all weighted. It's fixed. And then on top of that, there's probably people. I know I've done it. They call me, hey, you want to do a poll or survey or something, and I lie my ass off. Let's give them all bogus information because it's fake, phony, and false, like Dave from X22 says. So we need to unite to get this work done, and that's the hard part. Because the reason the events that we're doing are not overflowing with people is here in the United States we haven't had enough pain yet. We haven't had enough pain because Q talks about until you get to the precipice of destruction, that's when you're going to change. I like the saying, until the pain of where you're at right now, until that pain is greater than the pain of change, you're not going to change because you're going to go through pain one way or another. We have to accept that fact. We got to go through some pain, some changes, do things differently, think a little bit differently, get our mindset, tweaked. But if we don't do this work, just imagine to yourself, think to yourself, look how things have gone over the past, since 2016, so 8 years nearly, 4 years of Trump and 4 years of whatever else. If we don't do anything, you can see the trajectory we're going. If nobody does anything, we just sit on our butts and watch whatever, do what feels good. What's it going to look like? Another 5-10 years down the road. We may not see the fruition of all of our labors, but we have to put the work in, or else my grandkids, my kids, my youngest child is 32. I got a grandbaby that was just born a few months ago, our 7th grandchild. I don't want them to live in a Venezuela type place, Cuba type place, a 1984, the movie 1984, that type of atmosphere, So that's why we do what we do. That's why we're traveling the country, spending all kinds of crazy money in gas and hotels and different things like that to give free events, to try to muster up some energy, some excitement, even give you some tools. We're not going to say, hey, go do some work, and then we leave and you don't know what to do. We even got tools that we can give you to help you along the path. But we need all hands on deck, right? All hands on deck. I'm going to bring Andrew up and have him share.